Hey guys, it's Vinny.
And this is Joe.
Goku is no longer the same after his Ultra Instinct sort of transformation that he went through. Now, it wasn't a full transformation. It was sort of this new state that he was in. But Joe and I both believe that after Goku experienced that state, his memories alone, mental memory and physical memory alone of that Ultra Instinct state that he was in has changed him forever. Goku is no longer the same, which is important because it will show us why he's able to make power gains right now and why he's able to do some of the things he's able to do. And that's going to be important for future episodes. So it really brings us to the fact that Goku needs to rest. There's about 22 minutes remaining in this tournament, and he has just really been obliterated by Jiren. Jiren so totally took him out. Now, obviously, when he was in the Ultra Instinct sort of state, Jiren wasn't able to take him out. They sort of competed, but Goku burned through that so fast. And once Jiren did ultimately defeat him, Goku's down and out. He can't even move, and Frieza has to give him some energy, but didn't give him a ton of energy. So what's going to happen? I mean, Goku's got to go somewhere in a corner and rest up, right? I mean, that's got to be the case. Not anymore. With this new form, with Ultra Instinct, Goku has changed. His muscle memory has changed. His memory has changed. His fighting memory has changed. His physical memory has changed because he's experienced this new form, and everything shows us when a Saiyan experiences something, some sort of new level, some sort of new power, that he is no longer the same person, especially Goku. And we've seen that before in the past over and over and over again.
Yeah, let's go back to when he was fighting Beerus and he was in his red form. At one point, he actually loses his red form and is actually still fighting Beerus. And Beerus actually explains this a little bit of how he's still able to fight him. He says that your body has remembered the red form and is continuing to be able to adapt and use it, and you're able to fight me. So, once again, when we're seeing Goku now after his Ultra Instinct form, I believe he still has that feeling in him, and he's sort of trying to get it back as he's fighting Kale now. And we're seeing a lot of people actually talking about it. Like Master Roshi was like, I think he's using Ultra Instinct, and Whis is like, no, even Goku will have a hard time learning it. But I think he's sort of getting back into it. He's getting that feeling of it, and he's trying to figure it out again. And that is Goku's talent. He sees it or feels it, and then he'll sort of learn it and get the ability of it, and he will figure out, how am I going to do this? And we all know that's Goku for sure.
So does Whis' statement tell us that Goku isn't doing that right now? No, it just simply means Goku's not in Ultra Instinct right now. He's not. But that doesn't mean that he doesn't have some memory of it and his body isn't able to sort of grow in power and speed because of it. Consider the fact that he's fighting and he's getting more powerful at the same time. This is something we haven't seen in the past. When Goku is out, when he's done, his body shuts down. He basically fights himself until no longer being able to fight. He basically depletes every single bit of energy and power that he has. And he did the same thing with Jiren. And because we know Dragon Ball and we know the past, we believe that Goku is not going to be able to get back unless he gets a Senzu Bean or he has a lot of time to recover. But that is not the case anymore. Ultra Instinct has changed Goku's muscle memory, and now he can actually well up energy as he's fighting. It's actually better for him to do this because it's instinctual. As he's instinctually fighting, the power is beginning to well up inside of him, and that's an important thing. Goku even makes that statement. He says, I can't, they ask him to go into his Super Saiyan 3 form. He says, I can't really do that now and have the energy. I'm going to increase my power as I fight with you. I will increase as I fight with you. Goku knows he's got this feeling that he can do this now. And he instinctually, that instinct again, he instinctually understands that as he's fighting, he will continue to grow with them. And that brings us to the statement that Whis made when Goku was fighting Kale and Caulifla together at this point, and he's actually steadily becoming better and better as he's fighting them. Again, his memory of Ultra Instinct is there, so he's instinctually gaining. And Whis makes the statement that his sensing of their movements is becoming sharper and sharper. Even for Goku, this is interesting because he's a martial artist. You know, he's been doing this for years, but it's becoming sharper even now. It's because something different has occurred. Goku has found himself in a different state and he remembers it. His memory is there. He's not in that form or in that state right now, but it's a part of him. It is a part of who Goku is. And that gives us some insight on what Goku is going to be like going further. He should become more and more powerful and push himself against harder and harder enemies, which is important for understanding the fusion that's going to occur between Caulifla and Kale. It makes sense that Goku would want to face off against a fused Caulifla and Kale because he's going to start to instinctually match their movements as well. He is going to build on their energy. I even think when he was in the Ultra Instinct form, there was some statement that was made that said Goku is actually becoming stronger as he's in this state. He's growing in power. So Ultra Instinct has a lot to do with a growth in power even as you're fighting. It's just when he was in that form, it burned so much up. But now that he's a Super Saiyan, it's not burning that much up. So he's able to gain in this state.
Yeah, for a while there, while I was watching them fight, I'm like, how is he gaining so much from fighting Caulifla? It's like nothing special about Caulifla or this fight that he should be able to do all this. But as we were going through it and thinking about it, it's really Goku is different. Goku has changed. And Ultra Instinct, in the end, I don't think so much depends on power as much as your instincts and mobility. So even though that he doesn't have all his power back, he can still learn from it because that's not what's dependent on Ultra Instinct so much, it seems. And Goku is going to become stronger as he's fighting, actually, not having to rest.
That's a good point. It's not necessarily power-based. I mean, Goku definitely wasn't as strong as some of the Gods of Destruction when he went into that form. And the Gods of Destruction are super powerful. Why is it that even for them, Ultra Instinct isn't really achievable much of the time? Because it has nothing to do with power. So because of that, it's a different sort of a concept. But Goku is a Saiyan, and Saiyans are different. They remember, they absorb, their bodies are different. Dragon Ball's always been about that, about Saiyans and what they're capable of, and Goku and what he remembers, what he learns. And we're seeing something new with him here. So keep this in mind for the upcoming fights, especially with his fight against a fused Kale and Caulifla, and the further fights he's going to experience. We should see Goku steadily rising in power and pushing himself to fight more and more opponents, not staying in the back, because that would not help him out. It would be more helpful for him now to continue to use that new memory and instinct that he's gained to increase his power and his movements and push himself perhaps towards a new form or a new state of Ultra Instinct. So these are our thoughts on that. Please leave your thoughts below. What do you think's going on here? Do you agree with us that Goku has changed and now he has a memory, a body memory, physical memory of that Ultra Instinct form, and it has changed who he is as a fighter? Please leave your comments below. Let us know what you're thinking on this one. This is Vinny.
And this is Joe.
Until next time.